Hey there, how's it going? Welcome back to our Fate EXTELLA Link playthrough for the PS4. If you haven't missed last part, don't even worry about it. You can find a link down in the description. And if you view the video, I guess, then you'll be all caught up. If you actually look at that video and you go down to the comments, you'll see that I left a comment there saying that unfortunately we can't show any more cutscenes from this game. All of the cutscenes, it seems like, are actually just being hit with a copyright claim from Marvelous. I presume that's just because they don't want any spoilers from going out before the game is released in English. And I don't know, I think it's because of the English release, because the game's been out for a couple months now in Japan, so it's not exactly brand new, but I don't know, who knows. So from here on out, we're only going to be focusing on the gameplay, and we're on day 6 of the in-game like storyline or whatever, so we're almost done, apparently. There's only 7 days from what we can tell, so we're near the end. Just to catch everyone up, we're at the front door of the Taite. We're about to bust it down to defeat him or whatever. And that's pretty much where we are now. So just heading into battle here. Alright, so this is going to be our battlefield, I guess. So this is supposed to be a flying fortress, which makes sense considering the Taite is like another version of our buddy here, Shamanu. Okay, so these things are up, I guess. We've seen them a couple times in the last couple missions, but when they're up, they actually... they kind of like debuff us, I guess, and we always have to go and take them out. Pretty much as like whenever they're up, it makes it really hard to fight. All right, that doesn't look really good. That's not a thing that you want to see. That's gonna hit. Whoa, is that? Alright, no, I'm not into that. That's not something that I'm enjoying. Yeah, it definitely sounds like, you know, try to avoid that because it'll hurt you. So yeah, I mean, like, we're almost done the story from what we can tell. Like, supposedly there's only going to be 7 days, but who knows, right? I mean... I really wouldn't be surprised if we get to the 7th day and they're like, oh, actually, there's another enemy. It was me this whole time, right? I wouldn't put it past this game. I mean, I played my fair share of Japanese games, so I kind of know how that kind of thing works. I mean, I feel like certain genres, like certain series, is that a word? Series, certain series are really bad for it. Like in particular, I think like Fate games are really bad for it. Like they'll always do that evil villain switcheroo where you get halfway through the story and it's actually a different enemy. But I mean, like, all things considered, like the story of this game, it's not that bad. I mean, it's not amazing. I don't think anyone buys a Musou game for the story. Like, you never hear on the internet people talking about like how good a Musou game story was. I feel like generally they're all kind of like pieced together in terms of like convenience. Like for the original Musou games like Dynasty Warriors, and like, correct me if I'm wrong because I actually haven't like played one of them before, but I think like all of those characters, those people lived at the same time, like they were alive, maybe? I mean, the world is the same, right? It's our world. They're based on history, so that's not a question. I just don't know if they were all alive at the same time. But when it comes to like games like the Fate Musou, not Fate Musou, that's this one, Fire Emblem Musou and the Zelda Musou and the Dragon Quest Musou, they're taking like heroes from each, like from the franchise, and kind of putting them together. So in cases like that, you know, how do you make a story that has all these characters conveniently, you know, in the same location at the same time. For a game like Fate, I think it's not too bad because like it's like that already. You already have these figures from history just, you know, in the same space, which would never ever happen. So it works a little better for this game, but still though, like I don't think the story is gonna be a focus for this. Like when you buy a game like this, when you buy this game, I think you're pretty much focused on the gameplay or the fan service or something like that. Okay, he's like not taking damage. Let's just move on. I'm just gonna leave this area. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so we're gonna need to like take out these sectors before we die, essentially. So it's a race against the clock. It's kind of not like great, really. But yeah, I think one of the biggest selling points of this game is it's really the characters, it's really the costumes. When you go into my room and you look at all the characters, like there's so many alternative costumes that you can get for these characters. You get them from doing the extra battles, you get them from doing like the extra, you just find like pieces of costumes, I think, or you can purchase them. And I really think like the best costumes are gonna be DLC. That's just how it is nowadays. It's kind of sad, but whatever. I think for sure one of the more popular costumes for all the characters, it's probably gonna be their swimsuits. I just see like a lot of we're gonna use one of our command skills just to jump down, because otherwise we have to go around it, and it kind of takes time. Just cheat here a little bit. All right. But no, I went to Animate a couple weeks ago. Animate is like an anime goods store in Japan. If you haven't been, if you're visiting Japan, do check it out. It's really, I mean, I like it. It's kind of my thing. But I went to Animate a couple weeks ago, and I went to the FGO corner, like a wall of just FGO goods. And some of the more popular stuff is for sure like swimsuit, like the characters in like their swimsuit costumes. So this is like clear files, this is like posters, keychains and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure like those costumes they're gonna probably be DLC, I think, because you know those are the ones that people want. Alright, just gotta take out this aggressor, and then we're gonna be all good for this sector at least. Alright. Just gonna awkwardly dash all the way there. Okay, well actually that barrier's down. What's our mission update? Do we have to take out Elizabeth? Because I've been ignoring her. I just kind of ran past her. Oh, we have to take out the stupid cannon. Man, yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a problem if we don't take that cannon out. Alright. Now that we're beating the crap out of Elizabeth, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to just kind of take a quick little break. We'll be back in a couple days. I'm not gonna leave you hanging in the middle of this mission. That would be not fair, I think. We're almost done, presumably, the story. So we'll at least get through all the story missions. I can't show any cutscenes, unfortunately, but we'll do Yeah, we'll do the story battles at least. So if you don't want to miss the next part, keep an eye on the channel. It'll be up within a couple of days. In the meantime, I guess you can head on over to the channel and just find another video to enjoy. We mostly play Japanese games, so you know, stuff like this, JRPGs, and some pretty wacky stuff too, some older stuff on PS2. So if you want to check that kind of stuff out, it's also there. Go ahead, leave a comment down below. You can also just follow me on Twitter. If that's your thing, you'll find a link to my profile in the description. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Take care.